Okay, and I'll also put out a program, or at least give it to Dee. You're still muted. We do not hear you. She can't do it. All right, just put on Lichnida. We'll worry about the unmuting. I'm welcoming everybody for Dee. So get up and dance Lichnida. And Dee says she's so thankful for her son. The chair.
Lichnida, kajče veslaše, Ohridsko to jezero, nasproti mejze ribari, stari drugari. Stari drugari, krotko veslajte kajče to, da ne mi pravite branovi, racete da si odmora. Lichnida kajče veslaše, pesna peše, Miljana platno beleše. Lichnida kajče veslaše, Ohridsko to jezero, Tivko svi pesna peše, Biljana platno beleše. Lichnida, mome lichnida, ako ti prajme branovi, so veslo kegi skroti me, so ljubov ke te gledame. Ne sakam da gi skrotite, ne sakam da me gledate, ja sakam mirno jezero, duša kada si odmora. Lichnida kajče veslaše, Ohridsko to jezero, Tivko svi pesna peše, Biljana platno beleše. Lichnida kajče veslaše, Ohridsko to jezero, Tivko svi pesna peše, Biljana platno beleše.
Oh, I'm still muted. No.
Now you're not.
I'm muted. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, and you know, hello. This is Steve Kotansky dance from before Zoom time, from before Zoom. So everybody up for a Nino. Hello.
Special hi to Bardo.
Okay. And now the program says what, Bob?
Rex and Nancy.
Okay, so things are going to be a little bit different tonight. Rex and Nancy are special guests for our couple session, and we're going to have integrate couple dances with lines and circle or whatever. So we're Rex and Nancy are going to do two, and then we're going to go to Marie, and then we'll come back to Rex and Nancy later. So Rex
And we'll be sprinkled in between. Okay.
So Rex and Nancy.
There we go. All right, you can go ahead and share your sound, Rex and Nancy. You are co-host, so you should be able to take over. Just say yes.
Okay, are we shared?
No, it still says Deep is sharing computer sound.
Oh, I said yes, and it's, okay, I need
Right,
Deep
one more
to
time.
share apparently.
If I could take away the or share if I need to.
Wish to continue.
It won't be the first time.
Oops. Oh, I better just take it from. All right, you're good.
Okay, I think we're on, right?
We got it.
You got it. All right.
Korchadash is the first.
So you
one.
could do this as a single or a couple, right?
Well, it's done in a circle
Circle.
of couples, but we'll kind of like simulate a circle of couples. We have some
Right,
loose
but everybody can get up and do this one.
Yes.
Yes, you certainly can. Korchadash. There we go. Okay.
Rex. Rex.
I
I hear the music
I
fine.
don't understand.
I hear it.
Oh, yes, but it's not.
I think
coming
we
through.
hear it. I don't understand why some of you don't. Half the people that say they don't.
I
Right,
don't,
let me,
So.
I
wait a
didn't
minute.
hear
No,
it.
no, wait a minute. Here, if it goes either.
I heard it.
here or through.
let me take the
didn't.
sound.
But not
I'm gonna
both.
take the sound away from you and give
Let's
it back
try
to you.
again, darn it.
George
This
and
is why
Diana
we
heard it.
wanted to sound check. This is just.
All right, I took it away. Now I'm
So I hope
stopping
we can
sharing.
hear our
Go
own
ahead and
music.
share it again.
That's the catch.
Wait, Rex, go share it
Catch
again. I took
22
it
and
away
all
for
this.
you.
Let's try again.
Share, Rex, I
Start
took it
over.
away. Rex, come back. Come back. I took the sound away from you. Now you have
Now
to
I
put it
can't
back
hear it
again.
at all. The heck
Put the
is going
sound
on
back.
here?
Share the sound again, please.
Oh, dear.
I took the sound away from you so you could reshare.
Bob,
Yeah.
we had a problem like this in Stockton on Sunday morning after party.
Oh, really?
I'll wait for Rex to stop.
All right.
Okay, the
You're not
problem
sharing
was
sound. Hold on, Paul. You got to share sound, Rex.
Oh, it was shared, okay.
Yeah, but I took it away. So that you would reshare it. I asked you to reshare it.
That wasn't the problem. Okay.
No, this might be a Zoom problem.
Yeah. I don't
Okay,
know.
just test it. Play a few bars and let's see if people hear it.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Thumbs up if you hear it.
Did you hear it?
Okay.
Bob. We
Oh,
had
there are a
this
couple
problem.
people that don't.
I think this is a Zoom problem, Bob. Because
Oh,
Wait,
we had a
hold on a
situation.
second. Hold on. What, Paul?
I think this may be a Zoom problem. We had a situation on Sunday where Kathleen Mazurik was playing, and about half the people could hear her and the other half could not.
All right.
I think this
So
is a
why
Zoom
don't we
problem.
try it with speakers instead of your sound?
Yeah.
I'm going to mute everyone. And then you guys unmute and use your speakers. Okay. So I'm going to mute all and then you have to unmute yourself. Wait a second. Okay. Everybody is muted and now you can just Rex and Nancy unmute. You're still muted. Nancy's got it. She's pointing to what to do. Sorry, folks, this is a Zoom problem.
Okay, now we're unmuted. I had to make an adjustment first, so you'll.
Okay, good. And then you have your speakers loud and close to the
Let's
microphone.
try a sound check.
Yeah, we'll try. Thumbs up if you hear it. Okay. All right, that works. It wasn't very loud. If you could make it a little louder or closer, it would be better.
Okay, well, we'll turn, oh, crud.
We'll see if this continues for the night. But everybody heard Deet's dance, right? Okay, so that's
Yes.
interesting.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
Okay, how was that?
It's okay. It's not as loud as it could be, but it's okay.
Yeah. Okay,
Just
that's
do
all-
it.
that's
Just
all
do
right. Okay,
Yep.
we'll just do it. Crud.
Raise your microphone volume full on audio settings.
This is automatic. I just leave, well, all right, we can.
I would do automatic because it will taper it down. Just make it be loud. All right, we got some surprises coming up for all of you. So other than the technical difficulties.
Okay, let's try.
Here we go. Chord Shardash.
Hold on, one more,
Gary.
one last time. Is it loud enough now?
Yes. Good.
Good?
Good.
Whew. About time. Here we go. Well, at least I guarantee no sync problems. I think I can
Yep.
guarantee that. All right.
Here we go. Corchadish easy dance. Everybody gets up. Even Aliya's gonna get up.
Okay. Kevichadash from the town of Chukere, under Tsumpo's town where he grew up, apparently, if I remember the name right. Okay,
Rex and Nancy,
Wonderful.
can you hear me?
Yeah.
yes.
I thought I'd share this because it was very interesting. Later in life, Timar and Bushka, Bushka is Timar's wife, were quite friends with Andor. And this was one of Bushka's favorite dances. I mean, for the most part, they lived and danced Tansa stuff, but she really liked this dance a lot. She used to tell me that all the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, way back when.
That's nice.
Just a little thing. It's nice, to remember Andor by that.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Exactly.
Andor brought us a completely different time and sensitivity for dance that preceded the whole Tantas movement.
Yeah. He prepared us for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Deet, you need to unmute again. If not, I'm going to introduce, let's see, what's our next dance? Our next dance is actually going to be Deet and myself. So we're going to be doing a Scottish dance for you. Oh, go ahead, Deet.
What do I do?
You just tell people, you got to share your sound first. And I will co-spotlight
Oh,
myself.
I can't unmute.
Right now,
this.
I'm going to ask everyone to please put yourself into speaker mode so that you could see the two of us. So go ahead and try to change it. If it says gallery view, you're in the right mode, but you should just see my mom and myself. If you didn't know, she's my mom. And I've got to turn off Bernie. Hold on. He's virtual. Yeah, he's behind me. Didn't see it. Okay, there we go. All right, so you should be able to see, because my mom is in Chicago and I'm in St. Louis, and we're going to do a couple dance together. So I'll get up and we're going to do a nice easy dance. You should watch the first time through though. So don't do it the first time through. Watch us, then get up and do it, because you really want to see this.
Oh, what are we doing?
We're doing Road to the Isles.
Oh, okay. You
Got the
ready?
music?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yay!
Bravo, bravo.
Poker Space Down. All right. Yeah. Has anybody seen a 300-mile apart couple dance before? That was pretty cool.
And you were off by a step.
Bob,
I forgot about that.
Bob,
I
what was
forgot
the
about
name?
how to do that.
who
I
was the
should have been
super?
looking at a different computer. I should have been looking at a third computer, then I would have been on. Okay.
Bob, who was the superhero that could stretch so far? Was he in the?
The Incredibles, right?
Elastic lad.
Yeah,
Oh, Elastic Land. Oh,
that was you there. Yeah.
that's pretty funny. See, it looked fine to me, but I guess you're right. The next time we do one of those, I will record it and then you could see it afterwards in sync. Because for me, it looked in sync. Okay, what's next, Dee?
I don't know.
We're
I
moving
don't,
to Marie and Becky.
good.
Good. You can introduce them. I'll put them on. They could share their sound.
Okay. Marie and Becky, this is the first time our dynamic duo was on tonight.
All
Right.
right, wait, where'd they go? I just
What
lost
do you
them.
have in store for us?
I knew there were superheroes here tonight.
Uh-huh.
This isn't letting me share the screen while
Yeah.
the participant is sharing.
It's not letting us share.
Oh, it's not?
No, I can't take it away from you.
Maybe I didn't make you a co-host. Let me try again. I thought I did. Make co-host. No, it didn't come through. Okay, now you're a co-host. Now you can do it.
Thank you.
And I will get rid of me. There we go. Okay,
He's just good.
be good to go. And Paul is putting the dances that we're doing in closed caption, so you can always see what dances we're doing in closed caption. Thank you, Paul.
Okay. Our first dance is not going to be a couple dance. It is Strumichka Petorka from Macedonia.
First of the ST.
Okay, our next dance is a couple dance, St. Bernard's Waltz, which is from Scotland and England, and it's been around in the US since I think right after World War II. So an old favorite.
Emphasis on old.
Come, let's dance tonight, St. Bernard's waltz. Let's go round, dear, just as they did in the old days that used to be. Dreams of yesterday, that great old time was. I'm the hero, so call you're the belle of the ball in St. Bernard's waltz. I'm the hero, so call you're the belle of the ball in St. Bernard's waltz. Come, let's dance tonight, St. Bernard's waltz. Let's go round, dear, just as they did in the old days that used to be. Dreams of yesterday, that great old time was. I'm the hero, so call you're the belle of the ball in St. Bernard's waltz. I'm the hero, so call you're the belle of the ball in St. Bernard's waltz.
Our next dance, another non-couple dance. This is Moim Ogrodescu, which is a dance with Polish steps choreographed by Ira Weisberg in a kind of American circle dance type of choreography.
What is good time for party?
I don't know.
Matko, matko, Jaśko idzie!
W moim ogródeczku rośnie różyczka, napój maniusiowego kunicka. Nie chcę, nie naboję, bo się kunia boję, bo miejsce mu da. Nie chcę, nie napoi, bo
And our last dance will be
Katrina with an R.
a couple dance, which also works well by yourself, Stepping Out from the USA, and Wish Us Luck on the part with no music.
Very nice.
Okay.
If we don't music, it's Zoom's fault.
Yeah, right.
Good
We
job.
were really
Okay.
on, it was out
Yeah.
of sync.
Pete, I think it's time for us to do another trans-state dance.
All right, but I think I screwed up the video.
All right, just go ahead and share your sound.
Okay.
And again, for those that are watching this, please go to speaker view so you could see it right. If you switch, you want to click on speaker view. And when you do, it will say gallery view in the corner. That's fine. And you should see my,
I don't know what, I screwed it up.
you should,
Oh, there we are. Oh,
okay, so you should see the two of us. And we're gonna do this rainy dance Con de Daron here in the South, Moti El Fassi. Get up for the second time, watch it the first.
okay.
Oh, wait.
What?
Hold on, I wanted to record it. Hold on. Start it over. Thank you.
Ready?
Yep.
הקשיבי ילדה אל השקט, רק הרוח רוגש. הביטי ילדה איך השמש שולחת מבט של אש. כאן בדרום החם, שקט של אין אדם. כאן בדרום החם, תבער השמש לעולם. כאן בדרום החם, שקט של אין אדם. כאן בדרום החם, תבער השמש לעולם. נוף פרק, קדמון וצחיח, צוק ועמק טרשים, קרקע לא תדשה, לא תצמיח, זו ארץ של בראשית. כאן בדרום החם, שקט של אין אדם. כאן בדרום החם, תבער השמש לעולם. כאן בדרום החם, שקט של אין אדם. כאן בדרום החם, תבער השמש לעולם. רוגע דומם ים המלח, ואור שמש נוצץ בלילה אל מול הירח, שחור ואילם רובץ. כאן בדרום החם, שקט של אין אדם. כאן בדרום החם, תבער השמש לעולם. כאן בדרום החם, שקט של אין אדם. כאן בדרום החם, תבער השמש לעולם.
Did it work?
Yes,
Why are we not muted?
you are unmuted, whoever you are saying that.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay, let's see, who's next? I think we got some more, Rex and Nancy.
Yes.
So let's find Rex and Nancy, and there you are. Go ahead and
We're here.
share your sound. You need to share sound, or you want me to just stop?
Let's
Let
try.
me just stop first.
No, let's try the sharing sound. I think it'll work.
Oh, wait a minute. All right. Well, let me stop sharing. Now you share. Go ahead.
Oh, crap. Tried to exit full screen.
All right. Well, a thumbs up if you can hear.
Oh,
their
sorry,
sound.
sorry, we're right ready.
You're not sharing yet.
Okay. Hey, Kishiparo.
Wait, you're not sharing.
Oh, that's right, we are not. It says unmute myself. Come on, stop this. Too many.
Few more dances, and then Steve Kotansky will be joining us.
Got it.
With Favorite Friends. Yes. Hey, Jeff, you all here? Can you hear it, folks? Did people hear it? Thumbs up if you heard it. No, Paul doesn't hear it.
Oh my gosh. Why don't you?
But wait, everybody else hear it? No, Mercedes didn't hear it.
Okay.
That's
Neither
just
heard it.
crazy.
All right.
Now.
People that were good this week heard it. If you couldn't hear it, you better worry about, being better. Okay, you're gonna have to share without no sound.
Yeah.
We will do that.
So yeah,
Hold on a
see,
second.
Paul's smiling because he knows that he wasn't good this week, and that's why. Nina was good.
Okay.
Mercedes, I don't know what you were doing this week that prompted you to not be able to hear tonight. So
I guess we'll stop the share.
yeah, stop the share and
There we go.
and please everybody mute. I will even mute myself. And people are going, they
Too many settings here. Here we go. I think it'll work. Let me know if it doesn't work.
Also an oldie, Ando's Lampo.
Did that work with the sound? Why can't I hear you at all?
I heard it. I heard it.
Oh,
nicely.
okay, good.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it worked better when you made it louder. Okay.
Yeah.
So as soon as you made it louder, Steve and Sarah, are you there? We might highlight you a little bit for the next one. Be ready. Mesosheg is next. So Paul, could you keep Rex and Nancy Main and add Steve and Sarah and add Joyce and I and any other couples that are doing Mesosheg? You could add them back and forth. All right, Paul? Just
Okay.
add spotlights. Very good.
Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Unless you're going to be doing it with your teddy bear.
Yeah, teddy bear, that would be good. Here we go.
All right, Steve, lower your camera a little bit so we can see you guys, your feet. We don't see your feet. Can you lower your angle camera a little bit down? Oh, Nina too. There you go.
Yeah.
Bravo, bravo. Am I muted?
Wonderful.
Am I muted?
Wonderful. Okay.
Thanks for giving us the opportunity to dance it.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot of fun. I hope the people watching it had as much fun as us doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, I believe we've got two more and then we're handing it over to Steve. That's okay. Maybe we'll do one.
Yeah, do one.
We'll just do one. We're going to do an Israeli couple dance, Dodi Lee. So those that haven't done Dodi Lee in a while will skip Michael's Chardash. Michael Herman and Andor will forgive us. Okay, so let me share sound. And yeah, this is a short dance. And we'll just do it, and then we'll be on to Steve Kotansky. So here we go. Let me.
You did this under the chuppah at your wedding.
You know what? I don't know if my music's going to come up because I might not have found it, in which case we're going right to Steve. I did. Well, I don't think it. Well, we'll see.
Why don't I just put it?
You can't put. It won't. Well, it's slow enough. Go ahead. You share and put it on, and other people can do it. If we're a little off, we're a little off.
Well, I have to wait. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, Dodi.
Yeah, I have not transferred all my songs to this computer. I should have.
What
Since I don't
happened
lead a
there?
group. Look one more time and see if it's one of the other ones.
What do you want? Dodi, you need?
Dodi
Yeah.
Lee. Yeah, there's people that can sing it.
Okay. Oh, I gotta share sound. Wait.
Yep, sure sound. No, I don't have it. I probably could just find the video of it and share the sound. Hold on one second. That would work.
All right.
Hold on one second. I think I got to wait before you do it. Let me just see if it pops up as a video.
Now I lost it. Oh no, there it is.
Nope, it doesn't. Forget it. All right, go ahead and. That's not it. That's do-dee, do-dee. Stop. That is do-dee, do-dee.
Yeah, it's called Dodi.
But you need do-dee Lee. That's it. Okay, an oldie but goodie.
Hi, Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed the little diversion with the couple bit for the evening. And if so, let us know and we can do it again sometime. I thought it was fun. And Steve, we infringed on your time, Steve.
Oh, no.
I owe you.
We'll
We'll owe you.
Please. You guys are overindulging me.
Well, we're delighted to have Steve with
I
us.
did
So
it last week. Boy, it's fun. It's funny when you don't go for a week, you just really feel things are different. So let me share my screen. See if
your sound, not screen.
my sound. You have to make me, let me see.
Did I not? I think you're a co-host.
I think I'm all right. I should be okay. Okay, let's do this. I think we're in like Flint. Good.
You're in, but what we'll do is a sound check to make sure that two things: one, that everybody can hear you, and that everybody thinks your hair looks okay.
No, my hair is never looking. It's the light, and it's very thin hair. So what do we need first? We want to see if, can you hear me now? Okay.
We hear you fine, but we need to know if the music's coming through.
Yeah, I'm going to do that right now. Let's just let's try this here. See how this music is. Tell me if it needs to be louder or
a little louder. There you go.
How's that?
A teeny bit louder.
A little louder, you say?
A little bit louder, but it's
all right. I have to go to my. Let me go to my.
No, it was coming through okay. It was coming through okay.
I just want to make sure. I don't. Okay, this is going to be what it's going to be. Okay, so.
Wait, let me do a thumbs up. Did everybody hear the music? All right, a thumbs down if you did not hear it.
Did I play it again?
yeah.
There's no thumbs downs, right? You can unmute yourself and tell us if you didn't hear the music. I think everybody heard it. Okay.
Let me get back to it then. Okay, so good to see you all again. And Susie said next week she'll show up, and I'll do a couple dances or two next week, some that you don't really need a partner for. How's this sound? Tell me if this sounds okay. Is this loud enough?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, let's take a look again at Bhavnata. We did this 2 weeks ago. This is a dance that I learned from Bel Shostanev again. 5-measure slow. Bhavno means slow. Bhavnata means the slow one. Sort of like Lesnoto means the easy one. Teshkoto means the heavy one. And so on and so on. So Bhavnoto in 7/8 rhythm. We're going to start a little bit like a sirto. Or short or shirto. We have slow, quick, slow, quick, Yemenite, cross and back, lift, step, touch, lift, step. So 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 5, 2, 3, side, behind, step, cross, in front, do the Yemenite, step, back, lift, step, touch, lift, step. That's the whole dance. Let's try it. Bhavnata, B-A-V-N-A-T-A. It's a dance from Macedonia, Pirin region. Here we go.
That's nice.
Yeah, nice piece of music too.
That is nice.
Ferus Mustafa.
We got to keep doing that.
Sorry?
We have to keep doing that.
Okay. Yeah, I've brought so many. Some of them I still don't remember. Before I forget, if you can all hear me, and if you're free this Saturday from 2 to 4 East Coast time, 2 to 4, I will be doing a workshop called Colos and Conversations with, and I'm going to be talking and showing videos of old time colos. I'll be focusing on dances that are done in Serbian dances primarily, or South Slavic dances that are being done in Hungary, and including Veliko Kolo. And I'll talk about Dick's experience with that and how we found it in some villages in the Banat. But I'll be doing primarily 5 dances that I'll be focusing on that. And I have some nice old film footage and some interesting old recordings to share with people. It'll be a mixture of teaching and speaking. So if you're free Saturday afternoon, I'd love to see you. That's at the Folk Arts Center of New England. They've been doing things, I think, ongoing on Saturdays. Facone, F-A-C-O-N-E, Facone. So I hope some of you can make it. Okay, we also did last time we met another one of dance I learned from Belcho. And frankly, because I know how Belcho works, I worked with Belcho many decades, actually. Some say Belcho walked into my place when I left Germany, and he sort of took over teaching, and then I would go back off and teach and have the privilege and opportunity to work with him. He did a dance many years ago that I brought back with me called Bachkovsko. Bachkovo is a town in the northern Rhodops, southern Thrace. And I like this dance a lot, and I like the music. It reminded me of some of the stuff that Zlatny Usti likes to play. And actually, this is, I at first I thought, oh, this is one of Belcho's arrangements. But I'm finding on YouTube, I'm finding this dance being done in Bulgaria, mostly by younger people. So I'm not sure if it made its way back to Bulgaria, which is possible, or if it was always there. But it's a one-step dance like the last one, and it's a great piece of music, lively. Let's just do it. It has some similarities in structure. The beginning, a little bit like you saw in Enino, that slow, quick. We start with the right foot. We do right hop, left hop, side behind, side behind. So the 2 step hops and the 4 running steps, but crossing behind. Right hop, left hop, side behind, side behind. Continuing to the right, we do step in front and back. 3 little steps. So we have side behind, step, front, back, and then we do left, right, left. Sort of a fast reverse Yemenite. So let's take it that far. We're almost done. Step, hop, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, front, back, and then diagonal, left, right, cross, and right. We're going to do that. The timing on that is step, side behind, step. And then it starts again. So slowly. Slow, low, quick. Slow, quick. Slow, cross, side behind, step. Right, left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, front, back, left, right, left, hop, right, left, right. I'm sorry. Left, right, 1, 2, 3. It's a little longer. Step, side behind, step, front, back, left, right, left, front, left, right, left, right, left, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, right, left. Cross. 1, 2, 3. The 12 measure dance. Baczkowsko Horo. Excuse me, it's very dry in here. All right. From this northern Rhodope, southern Thrace region. I'm a famous tune here. Sorry about that. I kind of got lost in it a little bit. I hope I didn't throw you off too badly.
Question.
Yes.
Arms in W or up and down?
You know, I've seen both. I've seen down and up, and I've even seen a belt hold. So I like them. You know, we're dancing, most of us are dancing alone and relaxed, so I would just say arms down.
But this will be fun together.
Oh, yeah, and in a big room. Great in a big room.
Yeah.
It's stuff and
Great rhythm. Great rhythm.
nice piece of music. So, boy, I don't even remember what I taught last week, or 2 weeks ago.
Italian.
Somebody had requested that I do Kosovsko Gilansko Tikno, that one in 12, the crossing dance in 12. I'm pretty sure I did that. I don't know if you still have the.
You did Bavnata, then Bachkovsko, then Gilansko, then Platnikos,
I don't know.
Kolsko, and Lavaloi. Yeah, whatever. All right, there you are.
I didn't hear the whole. I heard.
All right.
Did I do Vale Berace Cortare?
No.
I talked about that was a request that I did.
That was the week before, I think.
I don't think I've done it yet.
Oh no, okay, no, that was Vale Pukes. That's right.
Let's go over the dance Kosovsko Gilansko. The Kosovsko Gilansko is a dance, particularly sometimes it's called Gilansko, sometimes it's called Kosovsko Gilansko, sometimes it's called Gilansko Tikno. It's a Roma dance primarily from the. It's done from the region of Skopje into Kosovo and South Serbia around Preševo, and it's actually very popular even here in the Bronx with the Roma community. And it's a krsteno or crossing style dance, like so many we know. We should one day just write them all down. There's so many, but we do Topansko, we do Žensko krsteno, we do Sitna Lisa. These are all dances. Postupano, Čučuk. All these dances belong to that family of dances. As you get north, though, there's something interesting that I've noticed happens. Firstly, this rhythm is a 12/16, but it's broken down as 3-2-2-2-3, 3-2-2-2.
Oops, sorry. Sorry.
What happened?
That was my mistake. I was trying to chat. I'll put you back. Sorry.
Don't worry.
There you are.
3-2-2-3. Bob, you're supposed to be up learning. Anyway, so
I was.
Slow, quick, slow. And as I mentioned 2 weeks ago, the tricky part of this is you listen to the drum because the melody comes in on the second beat. So the beat is going slow, quick, slow, slow, quick, slow. And then the melody is doom, da 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 dee da 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 dee 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 da da dum dee 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 dum. The melody is playing on that too, but the rhythm is that slow, quick. So what do we have here? We have, let me get my schmata. Just the part in place, the simple part. I'm going to show you a variation tonight. Is lift, step, cross, step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift, hop, step. 2, 3. And then we're going to do, let's get to that last one. Let's start with it on the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here they often cross behind here. Lift, step, opening up. So that last one can be done crossing in front, or it can be done crossing behind. I like it behind. Then the travel step. Lift, step, left, right. Cross, lift, step, front, back. Lift, step, cross, step. Lift, step. This time behind. And the travel, lift, step, cross, lift, step, front, back. Lift, travel, cross. Now, we can play with this. There's a lot we can do with this crossing step. One of the most popular things after the cross step is touch, lift, step, cross, step. touch, lift, step, cross, step, touch, lift, step, open. And here too, touch, step, left, right, left, lift, step, cross, step. So instead of a lift, we can touch, or even more interesting, we can kerplunk. So we come out of the cross step, kerplunk, lift, step, cross, step, kerplunk, lift, step, cross, step, kerplunk, lift, step, open. And here too, kerplunk, right, left, right, I'm sorry, kerplunk, lift, step, 1, 2, and you can throw one in here. Left, right, front, back. Let's try that one. That's fun. So with the travel, kerplunk, lift, step, 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 kerplunk, left, right, cross, step, kerplunk, lift, step, 1, 2, kerplunk, 1, 2, kerplunk, back step, kerplunk. You got to do a lift after that. Kerplunk, lift, step, 1, 2, kerplunk, 1, 2, cross, C, kerplunk, 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 lift, kerplunk, no lift, kerplunk, 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 lift, kerplunk. And then, I'm going fast, we'll review again next week. How about the kerplunk after the cross? So, kerplunk, lift, step, 1, 2, kerplunk, step, step, crossing, lift, kerplunk, step, cross, step, lift, kerplunk, step, cross, step, kerplunk. You can play with it. So you can do the kerplunk after the lift. Let's see how that looks. Cross, step, lift, kerplunk, step, cross, step, lift, kerplunk, step, cross, step, lift, kerplunk, step, I'm sorry, lift, kerplunk, step, back, cross. That last one. Lift, kerplunk, step, back, cross, and then lift, kerplunk, step, cross, step, kerplunk, step, step, cross, step. So there's this term, this anthropological term I like. Makes me sound erudite. It's called horror vacui. I often talk about that in terms of Oriental rugs, especially the tribal rugs. And in the tribal rugs, they talk about people want to fill the space. Horror vacui, so fear of empty space. And in a sense, that happens in this Roma dance too. Macedonians, non-Roma, will play with things, but not quite to the extent that Roma play with it. The same way they play the music. So you have all these little variations that we can throw in. I'm going to throw some in tonight. I'll do them often enough that you can pick them up, but it's going to take several weeks of doing this before we begin to feel that we can really play with it. And then when you have the pre-kerplunk and the post-kerplunk, then you can start mixing them depending on where you want to fit them in the rhythm. And that's what's so fun. And it gets crazy, but you know, sometimes less is more, but you always want to be able to find your way back into the basic. And remember, the basic of this dance is 5 measures. So 5 measures, and depending on where you do your kerplunk, it'll set you up for your particular crossing step. Let's try it. Let's just see what happens. I'm gonna be easy on you. I'll do a lot of the first step. I'll add the touch. I'll add the first kerplunk, and then near the end, I'll put in that post kerplunk. That's a hard one. Post kerplunk. I never thought of that like that. I'm going to use that again, pre and post, because the pre-kerplunk happens before count 1, and the post happens, after count 2. Okay, Kosovsko, Gilansko, Tikno, or just Gilansko, or Gilanka. Sometimes it's called that. not to be confused with Atanas's Ilanka.
Right.
How'd that feel?
Fun.
It is fun.
So
And
cute. So
what's wonderful about it is it's very empowering when you've gotten to that point where you can really manipulate the rhythm in your foot, but you never lose the bookends, the framework. Are there any questions? I'm sure there are. Or people, did they already hang up and go home? Because I have a real.
No. We got 50 people. We're good.
Okay. So as I was waiting tonight, I play around. I go and I look for things. I find weird music, and there was a piece of music I found over a year ago, and I actually taught the dance. I put together a dance to fit the music for a dance called Hangul or Hora Kalasud that I taught at Roberto's winter camp in Lago de Garda. Lake Garda. And I don't know, it was kind of hard. I don't think it went over very well, but I just love the music. Maybe it's being done, I don't know. But I thought that was the music. And then I started doing some research, and apparently there's an old recording of this, basically this melody, and it's called Hangul de la Goteshti. Gotes with a little hop check in the bottom, TI. Hangul Goteshti. Hangul is basically a hora type dance, but Hangul implies that there's some rhythmical things going on. And this is a dance from, again, from this region of Moldova, that's probably the right way to say it, Moldova, right on the Romanian border with Moldavia. So Moldavia, right on that river. This one's a little further south than the other two dances we did. We did two dances that I started in this group. They're my gift to you guys. And that was the Hora Nurash, the little cloud dance, and the Sârba Kalasud is from this region. But now we have a hora to go with it. Now we have a fast hora. And I don't know, this music is really sweet. The melody's in there. I do have an old scratchy recording, but I'm going to use this melody tonight, and I want to show it to you. So this dance is about 2 hours old, this arrangement. And the interesting thing about it is I hear somebody's not muted, or I'm getting echo. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to show you this dance, and I fit it to the music. Sometimes you're going to feel like you are almost not with the melody, but you are, believe me. And it has 4 parts. And there's one part that actually they play a shorter piece of music when we should be in 8, but because the step that follows it moves right into it, you won't even notice. But I'm going to warn you, and I'll show you where that is. So you got to get up. It's basically pretty simple.
What are you gonna call this?
Calling this Hangul, Hangul, de la Goteshti, G-O-T, just a sec, G-O-T-E-S with a comma under it, T-I, and it's Hangul refers to the fact that there will be some stamps in it. Not a lot of stamps though in this one. It's not. I'm not going to get crazy with the stamps tonight. And these are all very traditional steps. Every one of these steps is from Hangul. I'm not making anything up. I'm just I'm just writing the poem. Okay, the words are Romanian. So arms are up. We're going to start with the first part. It's very simple. We're going to go in, 2, 3, touch, back, 2, 3, touch, left, together, left, right, together, repeat. In, 2, 3, back, 2, 3, left, together, left, right, together, right. Any problems with that? I'm just going to take a throat lozenge. I'm sorry, it's very dry here. So we do that step twice with this music. Then comes the stamping step in place. I lied to you. Yeah, I did start with the left foot. You want to start with the left foot? Let's do it again. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Repeat. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Double to the left, double to the right. Left foot's free. We're now going to do the Hangul part of the dance. It's going to be step, stamp, lift, stamp, lift, stamp, stamp. Step, stamp, lift, step, stamp. Step, stamp, lift. So the first two is pretty simple. Step, stamp, bounce, stamp, up, and then we're going to do lift, right, stamp. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. I'm sorry. Get that lift in there. Lift. Lift. It's really easy to hear it in the music. 4 times. How are we doing? Let's try that last one again. And step, stamp, lift, stamp. Ba, ba. And now we're going to do a new form of the hora that's common there. We're going to go left, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 to the right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So far, it's been pretty easy. Last step. The last step is a really cool little step that's common there. Everybody does this. We're going to go left, right, right, left, right, grapevine, step, step. So we do a little pas de basque left. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, grapevine, step, and. Continuing with the left foot, we do Rita step, front, back, 1, 2, 3. That's the whole step. 1, 2, grapevine, step, left, right, left, front, back, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, grapevine, step, Rita step, front, back, 1, 2, 3, left, right, grapevine, step, front, step, step, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, grapevine, step, left, right, left, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then we go back to the beginning. We repeat the dance from the beginning. Now, the second time we do it, they cut out 2 measures. So what we end up doing is this. We're doing 1, 2, this little step, other side. We repeat that. But here we do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and now we're going to pick up the step into the cross, the Hangul step. It's a sweet music. Let's try it. I like this recording. It's a little bit, it's a little sweet to the ear, a little different than I sometimes use. Let's see if we can get this going right. Get it loud enough. Okay.
Really sweet music.
It is, and the dance works nicely to it. I forgot to mention that I haven't decided yet. The second time, or the first time through, with the fourth step, there's enough music to do it an extra time. Or what I just did was I just went in and out and right and left an extra time. I don't know if you'd like to do it again or just let it sleep. Again?
Yeah.
Only 2 minutes. Come on.
It was beautiful. It was fun.
And this
You
will
could
be
do it
fun
again.
with a group of people. Oh, I love it. Okay, Hangul, one more time. And again, every one of these steps, not done in ensembles. I mean, they're done in ensembles too, but these are just people out having a good time with these steps. And they're cool little steps. I kept fighting about whether I wanted to do a fifth step, but it's enough. Sometimes less is more. Get ready to go. Hangul. Thank you. I like that one. I'm going to use it. That for me is a
fun
keeper. And Hangul.
I like going to that, back to the first step at that little 4-measure break with the flute there in between.
Yeah. But the question is, I like doing it I like doing the fourth step one extra time and going in, not too early. And then you have till the end of the music there to, I'll probably have to do a little bit of adjustment, but I like it. It worked nicely for me. How are we doing? Boy, we're getting there. That was fun. So I really only have time for about one more. What would you like to dance?
Dervakala Sud.
Okay, here we go. Somebody got their request in. Let me get to the Oh, you know, let's do two more because I want to do Kulskoto also. We like to dance that, right?
And then we'll do our Nodsko, and then we'll do, no, I'm kidding.
No, it's on this same list. Then I have to find it for the.
No, we'll do it. You should do this.
Let's do this. Let's do the Kulskoto. I like that one.
Cool. Let's go.
I missed it. Here we go. This is why I have to do these dances more often. Let me just show you that last one because I got messed up. And we'll do it again for me. So we finished that one, the turn. Then we have lift, step, lift, step, lift, lift, one, wait, step. Jesus.
You're doing a step lift.
Lift, step, hop, hop, right, left, bounce, and one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm doing something wrong.
Lift, step. You did it the last time you did lift, step.
Lift, step, hit, 1, 2, jump, lift, fall, hop, hop, jump, jump, step, step, kick. It's step, lift, step.
Is it?
Yeah,
You've been doing a step lift.
1,
Step lift, yeah, all right.
4. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, step, and then you lift the right. Right? Count it.
I don't know why I'm struggling with it. I'm tired. You guys know it better. Who knows it? I taught it to you.
I haven't reviewed it. I have to go review it.
All right, now it'll come to me. I'm going to do it again from the beginning. It'll come to me.
Good.
If
Now we'll just watch a video of you doing it.
I keep dancing it in 9, and I know it's not in 9. Now I'm thinking about it, and I'll screw it up. But let's see if it comes out. Maybe we'll have luck. Why did I say I wanted to do this? Does that ever happen to any of you? Usually I'm pretty good. Step and step. And
There you go. There you go.
1, 2, that's it. So it's step, kick, back, back, together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Okay, I was doing too many. You know what I was doing? I was confusing it with the long Arab. That's it. I got it now. Sorry about that. Well, the first time you got the first part right. The second time you got the second part right. Sorry about messing up the first part during the second time through. I just was off and drifting. So there was a request for the Kalasud. See if I can remember this one. I think I can. Sirba Kalasud. Nevesta Vanduta, the stolen bride. Okay.
Să vorbim cu la piață, o, Doamne, Doamne.
only made one mistake, but I found my caught it quickly.
What about Govand?
Govind, sure. Go back to Govind. See which one of these I like better. I like this first one there. I love
Very nice.
I'm sorry, I dropped out on you a little earlier. I thought that was the end. Anyway, it's a simple dance, but it's beautiful, and it's the music is that's Night Ark, Ara Dinkyan, Jinchian, and that was recorded back in the 70s or 60s or 70s, I don't know, maybe 80s. I don't know. It's very old. It's a wonderful guy. Anyway,
Beautiful program. Beautiful program. Really nice.
I went faster than I thought. I mean, God, we got a lot, but we went. Well, we did. We reviewed a bunch
A lot. Yeah.
of new dance in there, a couple new steps.
That's great.
How you all doing? Everybody feeling okay? Anybody gotten? I'm still waiting to get this vaccine.
But you know, I was up all night with this pain in my foot and had to go to the doctor and everything else. And I start doing the dances and it went away. I mean, I was up all night with foot pain and I start dancing and it's amazing.
You just needed to get up and dance.
I couldn't. Anytime I got out of my chair, I missed my chiropractor last week because my daughter had been exposed to the virus and I didn't want to go in there. She didn't have it, thank God. But so my back is shot and it was pretty bad 2 weeks ago. But you know what? When I dance, I don't feel any pain.
We stopped for 2 minutes and I just got a big throb. It's amazing. I have a nerve that got hurt by having too tight shoes on a treadmill. So don't do that.
I have a journal that I call Cafe Catharsis. No, it's called Overheard at the Cafe Catharsis. I heard a great one today, though.
Oops. Vivian, you got to mute.
Let me just get
that wasn't you, Vivian? I think it was. Anyway. All right.
The only thing that's going on here is a wash machine. You can't hear it very well.
Vivian.
I like your background.
Yeah. I heard something today I really liked in a class I'm taking.
That's Sue Ellen, by the way, to my left.
It's you'll like this one too, Teresa. I think everyone will. Let me unshare my sound. Stop share.
It doesn't matter anymore. But okay.
It's be normal amongst you. But this is from Czeslaw Milosz, and he said, "When a writer is born into a family, the family's finished." I just love that. Writer's born in the family, the family is finished.
Teresa's laughing.
A writer or a writer?
Writer.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Right.
Teresa's laughing.
I'm from California. We sort of swallow things there, Paul.
When any creative person is born into a family, the family's finished.
That writer writes about the family. They don't like it.
Yeah, sure. Or writes about him or herself, and obviously they they can take the family with them down the drain.
Well, I love your background thing with the collage of the Wednesday night dance with Bernie inserted.
Yeah, you like this one?
Yeah, I liked it so much that I put it on. I do every Wednesday. I do a Wednesday quarantine wellness thing on Facebook for all my Facebook folks, and I included that. And then I thought, why not find a picture of Steve Kotansky teaching at June Camp? So I put that picture in there with Steve and Steve teaching and Bernie, of course, in all of them. And then I found a June Camp picture with Steve leading the line. So if you go to my Facebook page, it's Quarantine Wellness.
Oh, I will do that.
Number 44. Shows you how long I've been doing that.
I'm happy I'm the butt of everybody's joke.
Yeah.
Well,
no,
Bernie.
It's a good picture of you leading the dance, Steve. No, Bernie's the butt of everybody's joke. So
you can share it if you'd like.
Don't put me next to Trump unless my hands are like this.
Yeah.
Oh man. Don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Yeah, that's what I did.
You get Paul started.
How do you get Bernie into your pictures, Bob?
You have to find the green screen Bernie and then take away the green background, which I have, and then you can just add them to anything. So that's the key, is getting rid of the background. And if you Google green screen Bernie, you'll find it, but then you have to delete the background with some sort of software.
Oh, okay.
I learned something about 2 or 3 weeks ago from my Albanian friend that's been very helpful. You know, whenever I used to want to put in the diacritical marks for the Balkans, like a sh, a ch, or even Hungarian, I would go up to my language thing and I'd have to go and point that on, then find the alphabet and look for it. He told me, no. He said, just hold your finger on the letter and all the options show up. Have you guys tried that before?
Wait, say that again.
Never.
So if you need a diacritical marks or a ch or anything, hold your finger on the C or the S or the Z or an A with accents or an O with umlauts, and most of the international options, not Cyrillic of course, show up.
Yeah.
Really?
I just get a bunch of
Is that
repeating
an Apple
characters.
thing?
It's well, I do it on Apple. I can do it on my telephone too, and on
try
my
it in the chat.
Slide it over. Excuse me.
We can try it in the chat. All
Sure,
right, wait,
for
let me
example,
get-
I think that's just on an Apple, not on a PC.
So I'm going to write my name as the Croatians might write it. And it even put it in capital for me. But yeah, it just shows up like that, Stefan. Or I can't do it.
Yeah.
I
If
can-
I do it, I just keep getting S. So
An easier way to do that on a PC or a Mac is to go to Google Translate.
Yeah, but you know, you can also, I mean, I'm just the options for C are interesting, you know, that.
But wait,
It looks like it's for Mac only.
Yeah, because if I hold the S, I just get a million S's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe it's only a Mac. Sorry.
Could
Anyway.
be the Mac. Yeah. Works for us though.
Oops.
Anyway, just a little trivia.
There's probably a shortcut for doing it on a regular PC.
I don't know. Is that you, Flo? Are you still here?
The problem is that you can't type SS
I'm here. Yes,
on,
it's me.
on a
Hi,
Mac.
Steve.
Nice to see your name. How are you?
Yes.
How's everything up in your neck of the woods? Cold?
Yeah, it's cold. It's normal.
Wow, great. I'm glad you came. Is this your first time here?
Yes, it was fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you've been here before, haven't you?
No, I haven't.
Flo
Oh, okay.
hasn't been here before, but Flo, you know Paul, right?
Of course.
Never
yeah.
seen Flo. Never seen Flo in my
No,
life.
who's that man? I don't know him.
Flo's an
Hey,
old, I guess.
Hey, you guys, talking about how cold it is where some of us are. Today is the Jewish holiday of Tu B'Shvat, where they're planting trees in Israel. So I wish we were someplace where we were planting trees. It is going to be 16 degrees here in New York on Friday. So we should have done a tree dance tonight.
Well,
Something with trees.
I didn't think about Tu B'Shvat, and I should have, because I took a picture of the full moon with the snow in front of it and posted it on Facebook and said Happy Tu B'Shvat, but I didn't think of it at dancing.
So wait a minute. It's not too late to do Tzadika Tamar.
Tzadika Tamar or Eitz HaRimon or it was couple nights. I should have done Eitz HaRimon. It's a beautiful Israeli couple dance.
Indeed. It's a 1960s dance. It's a wonderful dance.
Yeah.
There's a tree dance that was choreographed by a woman when she went to Chernobyl, and she was inspired by the people she met there, and so she said this place needs trees, and she created a really beautiful simple circle dance for Sacred Circle to a song that's a Lithuanian song or a Latvian song. I have it. Maybe I'll bring it one time. We can do a belated tree dance, but it's in honor of trees.
That sounds great. That sounds gorgeous.
Basically walking and swaying.
Good.
It's basically a slow version of Sadiq Katamar.
Well, that's why Sadiq Katamar has this, right?
Well, no, those are windshield washers. I think Sadiq Katamar was originally with the hands higher. I think people just
probably.
Indeed.
Did I understand you that correctly that the trees in Chernobyl have learned to dance?
Yeah, but the Sadiq Katamar is, that's another Old Testament text.
Yeah,
absolutely. The righteous shall be like a date palm tree, and the date palm tree is strong and tall, right?
Yeah, but also the movements are I think the original choreography was sort of inspired by Hasidim. There's a lot of swaying and
I would seriously doubt that, since that choreography is by the early 1950s Israeli choreographers.
Yeah, but a lot of the movements were drawn from different from the diaspora.
Okay, fair enough.
What somebody told me, I don't know. Maybe it's right or wrong. Maybe it was the book I read. But
All Eights is a beautiful dance.
Who was
another one?
Who was the? There's an Israeli dance teacher that used to teach here often at. I taught with her a few times. Very nice. Her mother was.
Oh, you're talking about
Dori.
Katman's daughter, probably.
Yeah, and she filmed all these people at the airport getting off of. She brought a film once from her mother, of different from India, from Lebanon, from all over the world, people coming to Israel, and then one of the first things after people would get off and kiss the tarmac, or Israel, they would perform some dances, and she filmed a lot of that. And I know I took a dance class in 1970 when I was at UCLA with the Yemenite dancer, famous Yemenite dancer. She taught just very, very.
Inbal, the one.
Yeah, she was in Inbal. She was a member of Inbal.
Right. I know what you mean.
I can't think. She was teaching dances when she was 9 months pregnant and had us all down and doing movements. Her name's, I'm having.
You're not talking about Ayelet Kadmon.
No.
Ayelet Kadmon. Okay.
Well, no, it is Ayelet. Not Kadmon. She's Ayelet Shachar. No, wait.
No.
Ayelet.
But a number of people, Danny Dasa danced with her, and oh crap, why can't I think of her name? It was just there and it left. It'll come to me before you guys say goodnight.
I'm gonna try to find my history of Israeli dancing.
Well, she didn't really teach Israeli dance.
Oh,
she
all
was
right.
a modern dancer, and she brought in her. She was a. I think she was Yemenite, and she brought in a lot of those movements. Margalit Ovid.
Oh, Margalit Ovid, you're right. Ovid, right.
Yeah, that's who it was. See, it always comes. It just doesn't come right away. It shuffled. It's a long, long time. That was 1970. Wow, way back when.
Well, that was when Danny Dasa was running his coffee house, right?
Yeah, he was in there. I was at UCLA. And then, who was there? Shlomo Bachar was there then. And then, within time, a lot of people came after.
Jacoby wasn't there yet.
Not yet.
No.
I like him a lot, though. I like his dances. It's one of my favorite dances. I think my favorite Israeli dances are Shufni. There's one that Moshe does that's very Arabic that I really like a lot. And I can never remember something. Can't remember the name of it. I have it here, but and then the other dance I really love is the Yiddish version of Eufen Weg.
What's that?
What's the name of it, Bob, in Israel? In Israel?
Which one?
Eufen Weg steht der Bäum, steht der.
Yeah.
That's something Eretz. Shir Eretz.
It might be. I don't remember the name.
Shir
Eretz, which is perfect for Tu B'Shvat. Song about the trees.
Yeah, Eufen Weg steht der Bäum is.
Come on, Mom. What does it mean? Eufen Weg steht
On
da.
the street.
You're muted, Mom.
On the street, there stands a tree. Auf dem Weg, auf dem Weg steht ein Baum, steht ein Baum.
Steve, your style of dancing, I'm sure, must love dances by Moshiko. You're a perfect person for Moshiko dancing.
I like Moshiko. I haven't danced with him for decades. We taught together a few times. But my favorite character is still Moshe Eskayo. He's such a character.
You know, he just left us and moved to Israel.
Did he pass?
No.
He moved.
No, he picked up.
I went to dinner with him the night before he left for Israel.
Oh, okay. He picked up at 92 or whatever, and
Yeah, his daughters. We went out to dinner together at a Chinese restaurant. It was very nice. And I don't know. I think it was a little bit of a surprise for him that they were taking him to Israel and on a one-way ticket. But I think he's probably in a better place and happy.
Well, we all paid tribute to him in New York, and he was very pleased with that. And
Yeah.
we did all his dances, and he was really starting to lose it. So he will.
Yeah, I know.
He will be much happier in Israel.
My favorite Israeli dance is Or Hadash.
What
And
about
Or Hadash is relatively new.
Still teaching? Is Yaakov Eden still around the university?
I don't know if he moved back. Mom, did he move back? to Munich
Yaakov
still?
is married to Judy Purdy and in California, in Indiana.
Oh, he's
And
still in
he's not,
Indiana?
He was at Ball.
he's not been doing very well.
I'm sorry to hear that. Yaakov was teaching at Ball State.
Yeah.
He and Greg Lund. I don't know.
The last time I communicated with his wife. He was not doing so well, but he was getting a little better. But
I learned my first dances in Israeli dances in Palo Alto, and then we'd go up sometime to Rickedom, and Rivka Storman was there. She was.
Yeah.
Well, she was the queen, boy.
Yeah.
I mean, Rivka Storman's dances are all still done. It's amazing. Her legacy is amazing.
Oh, wait, is that it? Is Guri Kadman Rivka Sturman's daughter? I forget who's the daughter mother.
Guri
Kadman, her daughter is, I think it's actually who you said before, Aliyah, but without the Kadman. Anyway, I can't find any of my old history stuff on Israeli dance.
Well, Ayala Goren splits her time
Oh,
between
that's it.
being at Columbia because her husband's a professor there and being in Israel. And she would go back and forth. And in between, she would teach at Chaim's classic dance session, a Labor Day weekend. So I don't know. I mean,
Is
obviously,
her mother, Ayala Gordon, was it her mother that was Guri Kadman? So
you might be right.
I think it is.
You might be right.
Anyway.
You were talking about a dance starting with Ata Yelet, I believe, and there's a dance that's Ata Yelet, Hata Yelet, or something like that.
A Tayelet, maybe? I don't know.
I'll go look at it.
The dance, actually, it's interesting. I was sitting one time watching Zemer Atik.
Yeah.
And John Parrish was next to me. And Parrish says, "Look at that dance." I said, "Yeah." He says, "It's the same step as Bulgar, or Bulgar, Bulgar from or Bulgariaska from the Moldavai Chango people. It was the same basic pattern, that walk, step, hop, step. I mean, had that same pattern. No clapping, but and you see, we saw that pattern tonight in Enino, Turned Around, in some other dances.
In Arcano.
Arcano too, yeah. Arcano, although most of the Arcans, when you cross the border, are 3-measure dances. It's with additions.
Right.
And like that old, the old Crumb one that he taught from Michael Herman. but the Hutsul arkans are mostly that Hasapiko type step.
Three-measure dance.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking at that, that the whole, when I talk this weekend, you're looking at the dance Veliko, which is one of the few kind of Serbian dances that moves to the left, or Banat dances.
Don't call it a Serbian dance in front of Croatians.
Well, I mean, the place I think it really comes from. I don't even know. I think it was done by both in this country, but
Right.
it's originally from
Banat.
Well, it's the Banat region, which was kind of very interesting. A lot of Orthodox, fewer Catholics there than originally. Anyway, I don't,
There's Leorach Ahatayelet. Oops.
Good night, folks.
Where you going?
Yelet.
What's the matter? It's a little
There's
early, Paul.
Leorach Hatayelet.
Ciao.
Oh, will you be around on Saturday? Maybe I'll see you.
I'll see you Saturday. Yeah.
Oh, great.
Spell the transliteration of that, and Bob and I probably can help you figure out what it is. Spell it.
That's all right. We'll figure it. If you email or chat it. Anyway, how the rest of you doing?
Good.
Kicking. I'm taking a course. Teresa, you'll be happy. I'm taking a 4-week course on Rilke's elegies, the Duino elegies. The professor, it's about 100 people come to that. It's amazing. It's been going on at the 92nd Street Y, but it's on, it's virtual.
Huh. Wow, Rick is amazing.
Have you ever tried to read the elegies?
I have not.
Well, it's interesting because I mean, it's fascinating that people spend so much time. They're so different. All these things. I mean, I guess the whole question of translation and poetry is I think I talked about that once. There's actually a poet from Chicago I love, Li Young Lee. He's a Chinese American poet. Unbelievable. You should look him up. He spells his name Lee and then Young. No, he spells it Li and then Young like a young kid and then Lee Lee. And his story is fascinating, and he's a great poet. We were talking about translate. He actually came to my son's school. We invited him, where I was the teacher there too, for a week-long residency. And then he came and gave he spoke at a graduation, which was probably a big mistake, because after him and another poet that I knew that I invited as graduation speakers, a lot of the people just found it was not, that most of them, I don't think they wanted their children to become poets. They want them to become,
Oh boy.
it's like that thing, the writer in the family. But he said something about translation. I asked him about poetry and translation, and he'd said something before that somebody asked him if there was such a thing as a perfect poem, and there's all this stuff about how a poem is never finished or artwork is never finished, it's abandoned. And he said, no, there's really no such thing. But he said, wait a minute, maybe Rilke. And then I'm saying to him, wait a minute, he's a Chinese American. You almost have to be fluent in early 20th century German to even begin to read Rilke. And I mean, some of his poetry is accessible, but a lot of it's really out there, and it's sort of on the border between German Romantic and modern poetry. But I asked him what he felt about poetry and translation, because there are a lot of bilingual books out there, that a lot of great poems have been translated, a lot of great literature has been translated, so he just said, well, in his mystic kind of way, all poetry is translation. And that's true, that and he really feels strongly about the idea that a word is a word comes out on a death breath, because when it's left your mouth, that word is really no longer inside of you. It's for all to consume. It's for all to look at. And so he said, all poetry is translation. All art is translation in that way, and then there are people now who are going, not even using the word translation, they're using the word transformation instead of translation with things like poetry, because in a way, can you really translate a poem? Yeah, you could try, and it's fun. It's a fun thing to do, and your mind does it anyway, right? Even if you read even if you read in English, I mean, and so much poetry we've talked about this, has this biographical and personal reference, or even temporal reference. You have to sometimes, and Rilke said, everything you need to know is in the poem. You don't need to analyze it. It's all there. But of course you have to analyze it. These people are always giving you these cryptic, ways of looking at things. We love to do it. We love to analyze it because, we want to try to understand I don't know if we want to understand the poet or the poem.
It's interesting when you said about the word, I'm sorry, I got stuck on, I go off on these things, I got stuck on it. But there was at one point when I was working over at TZ, and then I had to learn all these languages, and
I'm sorry, where were you working?
In France, in Thésée in France, which is a place where a lot of young people from all around the world go. So they were always speaking in these other languages, and so I was finally able to categorize, in my brain some of these other ones. But I realized because of that I actually think not in any language, and then it comes out in English or French or Spanish or German or whatever, but that the thought. So this relates to the poem, because I think that we receive or think or whatever in no language, and then it comes out. But we're trained right now. I mean, all of us have been trained to come out in English first. But I remember reflecting on that, because I realized that I wasn't thinking in any language, and then it came out in a certain language, like it was a pre-language thing.
Right. Well, yeah, that's
what I think a poem is.
And in a way, once you've attributed a name to it, in a way, you've some people would say, in a sense, you've killed that image or thought. It's a little bit. I'm a trained Waldorf teacher, and part of the philosophy behind not teaching, not showing television and finished products is because it does in fact affect how like if I were to say, for example, now Snow White, most of you have seen the Disney version. So it's almost like a prefabricated ideal or picture that's going to come up, whereas if a child is just told a story, they're creating, in a sense, their own inner pictures.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's sometimes hard to get away from those early pictures that you got as a child, that were made by adults for you can't get around it. I mean, it's the way it is. But if you want to, just looking at, I'm just saying, if you want to look at that sort of pre-form that lives within your mind or within your experience or whatever. I mean, and then when we sit around, we can get philosophical and say, well, we could all be looking at, it's like that, the four blind men and the elephant, we're all looking at the same thing, but are we looking at the same thing? Are we seeing it the same way? When we dance a dance, for example, what I feel and what I think I'm dancing is not what you necessarily see. I hope it's not what you see. I think what you see is more than what you see. I mean, And I know it's more when I always talk about how, you know, when I'm dancing a dance, it takes me on a journey for that moment, and to places I've never been, or places I may have been or might have wanted to go. And we can never do the same dance twice, because there's never the same configuration of people with us. We bring our, I love the German word, our mood, Laune.
Yeah. It's like when you teach a class, 5 math classes, you can be teaching the same class, same subject, but everyone is so very, very different. You may have the same lesson plan, but each class is totally different.
Of course, yeah, sure.
I want to go back to what you were saying about keeping multiple languages in your head and about translation, because what blows me away are people like Nabokov and Conrad and Isaac Bashevis Singer, who wrote not in their native language, not in their Mama Lushan, and wrote the most exquisite literature, didn't use translators. They felt that they had to have their own reign over a new language to be able to write incredible literature on it. That blows me away.
But I think there's an element, a strong element of mature education that goes into that too. You know, I mean, they can draw from their childhood experiences, but you know, yeah, your mother language, what do you write best in? It's a really good question. I mean, there are some amazing writers. There's amazing, and I'm amazed at poetry writers who write not in their native tongue. You know, Charles Simic, he didn't come here until he was in his late teens, and he's a professor of poetry, and he writes his poetry in English. He doesn't write it in Serbian, even though he lived in Serbia. He grew up in Serbia during World War II, ended up in France, but he writes in English. And they're same with Li Young Lee. He doesn't write his poetry in Chinese, but he does write about his Chinese and childhood experiences. But and his English is you know, it's beautiful. I mean, I'm sure people also have people they run things by, their editors and stuff. But
guys, I have to go because I have a midnight phone call with Israel, and I have to go prepare for it. So I'm saying bye-bye. What a great evening. Both the couples stuff and your stuff, Steve, were just brilliant tonight. Really amazing. But
yep.
Thank you.
Aliyah, good job with Georgia, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I certainly never saw anybody dance couples dances 300 miles apart before. So you indeed get the award for that one. That one is adorable. And St. Louis and Chicago were crying out to each other tonight. There's no question about it.
Thanks for ringing Varda and Rena. I didn't see Rena.
No, I don't think Rena didn't come tonight, just Varda.
Oh.
Varda wanted to see you dance, and she wanted to see Bob, who she hasn't seen for years. So that was really very nice.
Quite a long time. Yeah. I wish I had a chance to chat with her. You should tell her to stay on.
Yeah, no, her daughter and granddaughter came over masked, and she doesn't let anybody in the house unmasked, so that's why she had to go be with them. All right, guys.
Bye.
Take care.
Kisses.
All right.
They were talking about trees. There's this book, The Hidden Life of Trees.
What they feel, how they communicate.
The Overstory, I started that, but I haven't finished it. That's about.
I once had a Tu B'Shvat. They do a Seder where, you know, and I did this with kids where you take different nuts and different this and different that, and you say whatever. But this was the year that Avatar came out. And if you remember the tree in Avatar, and I related it to the tree of life, and I related the whole, excuse me, the service to it. It was really pretty cool. They really got it. And at that same time, I had a professor from Hebrew University join us on Skype. This is way before Zoom, and he would show them out the window because, indeed, in January the almond trees were blossoming in Israel. So that was sort of cool.
Called OD.
Oh, ooh. There goes my pen.
Oh,
we stopped dancing.
What's the almond dance?
Elginot Egos.
Elginot
Elginot
Egos, right.
Egos.
Elginot Egos.
Elginot
Egozim, Egozim.
Yaharati. Yes. Anyway.
Then it turned out, so often that things that get translated like alunelu gets translated as hazelnut, and it probably has very little to do. It has nothing to do.
Really? When did you start dancing, Steve?
I started, I don't remember the year, but I was in 10th grade, I think.
Okay.
It must have been like 68, 67, 68. At Stanford University. I wasn't a student there, but that's where they had Friday night dancing. And then I discovered within weeks that there was dancing every night of the week. And
So is that what got you into dance? Was it from going to that, or were you already into it?
Interesting. Before I ever did that, I know I was attracted to dance because I was an athlete, and in the public school I went to, the grade school I went to, every year we prepared a folk dance for the end of the final day of school picnic. I remember that, and I always enjoyed that. And then in 7th and 8th grade, we had social dancing and square dancing in school. And it's funny, I volunteered as an athlete. I volunteered to be one of the square dancers at a parent-teacher evening. And when I was in high school, I got involved with a bunch of friends and did a lot of sort of, we called it group grope, but it was modern dance and experimental dance. I got involved in the 60s and experimental.
Where was that? Where high school? Where?
In Palo Alto, in California.
Oh.
How about that?
I was born in New York City.
Streeter. Weren't you born in Streeter?
Oh, my father was born in Streeter, and his family, pretty much my whole paternal side of the family comes from Streeter. Although my grandfather was born in eastern Pennsylvania and then moved to Streeter.
And where were you born?
I was born in New York City.
Oh.
My mother got from France, and then she wasn't French, but my father and mother were after the war in France, and I was born in New York, in Queens. And then my brothers were born 13 months later. We were living in Toronto, and then after that, we moved back to New York for a while, and then out to California. So I'm pretty much from the age of 3 or so, a California boy. But it's funny. I belong to this. I get these emails and these, I guess it's Facebook stuff. You're from Streeter if, and it was really funny. Bob Lieben and I were in Macedonia at Lake Prespa, and we went to this Albanian village. And we were both we wanted to see these dancers because Bob had seen them before at a festival. And we wanted to go to this village. It was called Krani. It's where I learned and filmed with him Devolice and Nesho. So we went into this village, and it was like it's right on the lake. It's a real rocky road. And when we got up there were Cadillacs there and everything. And all these guys sitting on this rock fence say to us, "Hey, what's happening, man?" They all spoke perfect English. And the best dancer that was there at the wedding, we were talking to him. He spoke Macedonian too, but he spoke pretty good English. And I said, "Where are you from?" And in the States, he said, "Oh, you've never heard of it." And I said, "Well, try me." He says, "Well, it's close to Chicago." He had a diner in Streeter, Illinois, and I'm saying, so my family was from, yeah. Streeter. Have you been to Streeter, Dee?
No.
Where is Streeter?
It's 90 miles southwest of Chicago.
Chicago.
Southwest, so
or it's as you go towards
Rockford, or
as you go towards it's in LaSalle County. LaSalle County is what it's called. I know you would drive through it too if you went to the University of Iowa. That's in where? Iowa City, or is that?
Grinnell. No.
Anyway, I wasn't born there. I've been there 3 or 4 times, but yeah, I probably still have relatives there.
I'm seeing pictures of it, but the map didn't.
Well, people,
All right. Well, it was a fun evening.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks a lot.
And we'll do some couple dances next week.
Yeah, and you know what? I'll do the Rezyanka, and I have another one that's really nice, a pretty one. Not a